There's a lot of commercials that just bum me out. They do. A place for mom. Oh my God. That's horrible. There's no place for Peter. There isn't. I can see it. The neighbor calls 911 or something. The neighbor's in the backyard. He thinks he's in Brooklyn. He took a dump in his pants. So they come and they're like, Mr. Caine, it's time for you to go to the old folks home. It's run by the state. Yeah, it'll suck. It'll suck if you're not in a good place. That there's all these stories about abusing the elderly. I can see that, why they're changing my diaper. The dude, it'll probably be a dude, hits me in the head or something. I saw one woman, she was doing stuff like that to this old dude, this old skinny dude laying in a bed. I hate you, you're fucking stupid and shit like that, and just jacking him real quick, just throwing him around. Horrible, horrible. God, state-owned, I'm sure. It's all for people that are just have nothing but Medicaid. I'm not looking forward to that. Those diaper commercials offend my my sensibility. Don't think that because people are old they're gonna think that they're sexy. Are you kidding me? Depends. You're trying to pass this off to people that are wearing diapers. Like, I still feel pretty. You have the 50-something woman. She's dark skin. She's African American, so she's got this real great skin. There's not a lot of wrinkles. She's hot. She's she's a really attractive woman, and that's who they're using in the commercial. Talking about how she still feels pretty, but she probably really doesn't even wear Depends, and nobody that's wearing Depends is thinking about how hot they look. Nobody women over 50, it's just all of my friends, you talk to them about sex, ask them about their sex drive, it's all gone. Not one of them says, yeah, I have a sex drive. They all say, I don't need that. That's what they say, I swear to God. Dudes, different story. It's a different story. It's not like it was when I was 15, but I have a sex drive. But if you can procreate, why would your body even be telling you to be interested in sex? See what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. That other one that really bothers me is it's a product for memory, and it's God, what's it called? They make it. They found some kind of something in jellyfish or something. So now they dry it out and sell it in a pill form. And it's this kid playing chess with his grandpa. And it's the kid, talking to himself or something, saying, I love playing chess with grandpa. He beats me every time. Fuck. What is the matter with you advertisers? So you prey on people's insecurities about not even insecurities, fears. You prey on people's fears to make money. It's real weird. I mean, that is what advertisement is. I get it. But that one's especially. I think the thought of losing one's mind is very common, a common fear for humans. I remember as a kid thinking that, talking to my friends, we were 16, talking about early onset Alzheimer's. That would suck. You're 38 or 40 or something, and you got Alzheimer's. That would suck. That would really suck. So I would assume that that's this is just all common stuff that people that think. And then as you get older, it becomes more of well, yeah, I'm closer to that point where if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. you know? There's nothing you can do. So it's like standing in the valley and you see the avalanche coming, you know? You don't have time to run. You're just gonna get whacked by the avalanche. What are you gonna do? You know, the fucking Depends commercials. I'm sorry, I'm going off on this, but it's like the old dude with this, you know, attractive daughters that want to go camping with him, but he don't want to go camping because he's afraid his diaper will get all full of poo, and then his young attractive daughters will be grossed out. Oh my God. Another commercial I can't stand, Jinian pointed this one out. This doesn't have anything to do with that. It's annoying though. And that's this like Kraft cheese commercial. It's like this Kraft cheese commercial. They're sitting at table. It's like two kids sitting at a table. And then the one girl is saying about her brother, who by the way, looks about the same age. I guess they're twins. One's male, one's female. I don't know. They're the same age. Mom, he's blinking too loud or something like that. Like, and then she says something about having hormonal children. Like, what the fuck are you? What does it matter with you people that make these advertisements? Does it always have to be something like that? That's just fucking strange that you're bringing that into it. Yeah, little Johnny's in the bathroom, so he won't. You know, he's been in there for 15 or 20 minutes, he won't come out and eat his macaroni and cheese. He's so hormonal. Why don't they just talk, you know, do a PSA to children and say stuff like, you know, don't do that, or else you'll grow hair on the palm of your hands. Or you're going to need glasses for sure. But buy our cheese, of course, buy our cheese. I can't stand those commercials that are just like, it's just so... does it have to be that obvious? It shouldn't be. It should. I don't know. Maybe that's effective. I don't know. I just, I hate being reminded I'm old. And I'm sure everybody else hates being reminded of everything else that we hate being reminded of. We don't need to be reminded of that. Speaking of that, I'm sorry. I'm just real annoyed with these commercials. Those fucking Charmin bears are disgusting. They're talking about leaving toilet paper on their ass and stuff. What is the matter with you, Charmin? Get rid of the bears. Stop talking about poo and, you know, toilet paper remnants. Stop talking about that. That's gross. They're either red bears or blue bears. You know, if you were gonna do that, don't you think animated would be like we have the bear family, like that? There you go. Here's an idea, Charmin. Red Bull won't take my ideas, but somebody should. Somebody should pay me. I'm an idea guy. Trust me. I have very strong and powerful ideas. Corporations should contact me to help with their advertisement. So you take the bear commercial that's disgusting with the cartoons, and you change that into the bear family, but it's like, you know, Chuck E. Cheese sort of. Like you could use actors in costumes similar to the Bigfoot purple mattress commercial. You could probably do the same stuff verbatim, but it won't be so disgusting because everybody will be looking at the cool looking bears, not your stupid commercial with the blue bear and the orange bear, which makes no sense, you know, makes no sense. You could have the bear family dressed up so that they had personalities, like little Billy Bear, you know, he could have a baseball cap on sort of backwards or something. He's gonna grow up and be the tough street rapper bear. And then, of course, the mother bear could have her apron, right? She has her apron on. And the dad bear is coming out of the bathroom, right? He's coming out of the bathroom like a dad bear. He's smoking a cigar, but he's waving the newspaper saying, nobody go in there. See what I'm saying? And then they talk about how great the Charmin is, and that the poo and the Charmin don't stick to his fur around his butt. The advertising community, I should be the president of the advertising community too. I should. Somebody should tell me I have to be told that's what happened with president of the Bigfoot community. I got a telephone call. I was told that I was the president of the Bigfoot community for life. For life. So I could get another call. Think about it, Charmin. Call me. Don't make the same mistake Red Bull made. Red Bull, I'm still open to, discussions if you want to talk, but you're gonna have to pay me a lot more. Probably would have done it real low before. Now I won't. Think about it. You all are making huge mistakes. You are in your advertisement. Red Bull and Charmin. Call me. I was having a huge problem with this wall, and the problem was condensation due to heat meeting cold. So there was like fiberglass insulation up here just superficially, so there was like areas that fiberglass wasn't on. So behind the fiberglass was totally real cold, and then, you see what I'm saying? So I'd get condensation on that thing. There was no vapor barrier. Now a vapor barrier is nothing more than using like 6 mil plastic. If you use 6 mil plastic, if it would have been like that, like superficial, but it would have had a proper vapor barrier, I wouldn't have had this problem. Now straight up, I used foam. I used a recycled foam, and when I put the foam up, I also used expandable foam. So now I have a vapor barrier. This is true. There's no way that the hot air inside can hit the coldness of the wall, and there's no air coming in. That's where you get a real problem. If you have air that's being forced in, man, you'll get a lot of water. You'll get a lot of water. So now nothing can come in. However, with that said, I am going to put a plastic vapor barrier over this too, because I bought the plastic. It wasn't too expensive. So I'm talking to Milk Paint and Wood Boy. They used to do remodeling for a living. And I also went on YouTube and looked at a couple videos because it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. Somebody underneath my video said, yeah, you got to put a vapor barrier on the inside. This is what I was thinking. And Milk Paint said the same thing. She said, yeah, when we first started insulating and doing that stuff, yeah, it seems strange that you put it, it'll go here. The plastic will go here and over this. I was thinking that you don't even want the cold air coming in, so you would put it, it would be under the foam, and then the insulation would go over the foam. That's not how it goes. Now, with that said, there's also a vapor barrier that you could put on the outside of the house, which is called Tyvek, and I have that on some of this house. And Tyvek is just, it looks like sort of a papery fiberglass product, and you just staple it up, and that stops wind from flowing in. It works and it's effective, and without it, you're going to have a huge problem. This is an old house, so it was super leaky, and that's one of the first things that I started dealing with, when I first got it, but I wasn't living up here, so none of it really got done. So it wasn't too much of a problem because the house really wasn't heating up when it was cold. I was usually not here. It was just cold, so you didn't have that water problem. That now it's heated. I'm up here all the time, so I was having problems specifically with this wall and a wall over here. There was like nothing done. It was just sort of open, and so if there was heat in here, it was a huge problem. So now what I'm going to do, now it's all insulated. There's not going to be any water problem. This would be okay. This would be okay as far as a vapor barrier went, but I just want to make sure and not have any problems. And I'm spending all this time because I'm going to put real nice old wood over this. So I don't want any problems. I don't want to take the wood off. I'm going to be putting, it's going to go like this. It's going to go the vapor barrier, meaning the plastic. Then I'm going to put real thin plywood up, and then I'm going to start laying my old board. I can't have this. I can't have mold growth. I can't, it's been a huge problem in this house anyway, because this area in New York, we get rain and snow constantly. I think there's been a drought here. I don't know. I wasn't up here a lot for the summers, but I only remember 1 or 2 droughts, like where it was like, oh, the grass is really brown. This is a problem. It's mostly just rain and snow. It's in the mountains. There's a lot of precipitation. So this is done. It doesn't look too hot, but I recycled foam, which is great. It's recycled. And I have that fiberglass. I have many, many, many rolls of that. But I was like, let's get rid of the foam first, recycle the foam, and then I can take the rolled fiberglass. I was thinking about laying that up, in my attic just across. Today I've been working on other stuff other than casting with Chippy, but we're still casting. But we're primarily working down today, and we're also working on spinning into heel. But I was working on this area of my house, and I put this foam up, and it's all just such a mess. And I was coming out with Chippy, and I'm like, well, it's such a mess, it'll make it more difficult for Chippy. So I put him here, and I wanted to see if he would backcast to the cans, the paint cans. And he did, but it did take us some time to get him to do it. Now I'll go get Chippy and I'll have him do it. He was having more problems with that side there. And at a point, I had to use heavy pressure, meaning a louder sort of no, like that with him, so that he understood that he needs to go that way. Now, what he was doing a couple of times was he figured out I want him to go to that one. He figured that out, but what he would do is he would be here. I'd give him this, the proper hand signal, and he'd go around the chair that way. That is not the way you want the dog to do it. You want the dog to always go on a straight path. They should never be doing anything like that. That's just a recipe for making mistakes. Wherever the dropped retrieve is, wherever you're sending them, they shouldn't be zigzagging around. They need to go straight there. If they're going straight there, they're not going to, get sidetracked with something. Let's go get Chippy and see if he'll do it. Actually, I'm going to let him decompress a little bit, and then I'll bring him back out in about 45 minutes, and I'll get him to do this. He'll do it. We might have some problems. It might not go real super smooth, but he will do it, and that's important. Make sure and end on a high note. So however this session goes, however long I decide to do it, he may do it right away. And if he does it right away, I'll just stop. So I got Chippy with me. Let's see if he can pull this off. Chippy, get up here. Here. Right there. Turn around. No, go straight, dude. Here. Come over here. Oh. That was correct, dude. Yes. Come here. Here. Sit. No, sit. No. Yeah, you got it now, I see. Here. Sit. Kennel. Good boy, here. Come on, buddy, here. No. Get up there. Kennel, get up there. Chippy starts giving me a lot of refusals right in here. And so we get stuck. When they're not stuck, but I'm not going to quit doing it until he's getting it and he's doing it right. I understand he hasn't been doing. See, he's clearly making a mistake. He's not even paying attention.
So I'm waiting until he looks up, and then I'm sending him on his way. And sometimes, like right there, he just went on his own. So we're not gonna move. We're gonna keep being persistent with him. I'm even physically turning him around, making him look at me the correct way. See, he's spinning wrong and everything. It's not that big of a deal if your dog does this. Just stay on target. You could put the leash on the dog. I could have done that too, but we're casting, so that would have interfered. But he's clearly like he wants to go to the one that he had trouble with the first time. There you go. Now he just became compliant. So we're looking at 1 minute of him just totally being a douche. But let's see how he does now. Now you got it. Now you got it. Here. Sit. Kennel! You got it, dude. You got it. You got this, man. Here. No, here. Sit. Kennel! Spin around. Here. That's real good, dude. Here. No, get up there. Get up there one more time. Come on, brother. No, here. Here. Sit. There you go. Kennel! Good, you got it. You got this, dude. You got it, right, you little monkey? Come here. You're a good boy. You did it. You did it, big man. There you go. When you start changing things, it's going to make it tougher. You take the dog to a new place and even try it. It's going to make it tougher on the dog, but you have to push this dog past these points to proof the dog. There's no other way around it. You have to cause these problems to keep your dog progressing in training. And also, we work for a couple minutes. Right, Chip? At the first, I used pressure, I used loud voice, and I'm trying to tell the dog, no, you're screwing up. You're screwing up. I understand it'll cause excitement the setup, because it's totally new. So I need him to function. Once the dog starts functioning, I always look for the dog to do it 3 times. If the dog's screwing up and you can get the dog to do it 3 times in a row, you can stop. I just figured he would keep going. It's like so we did it more than 3 times. But that's my general rule of thumb. If the dog isn't doing it right, I'm not going to stop training until the dog does it right. Right, Chip?
That's right, Caine.
Chippy's not into this shutdown. He doesn't think that the government shutdown's a very good thing. Do you, Chippy?
Well, it's all Trump's fault. He said he would own the shutdown, so good job, Trump. You're an idiot. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anybody because he's rich. He was born with a silver spoon, Caine. He's a big spoiled baby. No, it's bullshit.
I'm going to make a grape soda, and this soda is going to be real clean, meaning there's not going to be a lot of particulate in it. One, because the only thing that I'm putting in it is pretty much some extra sugar and these oranges. And these oranges I'm going to keep whole just to so the flavor comes out, but none of the pulp or anything like that. So I'm going to turn this on. I love this camp stove. It's great. And I'm going to add this grape juice. Now you can't ferment. This stuff doesn't ferment. Anything that's in a bottle doesn't ferment unless like you cook it down, because it has stuff in it to keep it from stuff growing in it. It has preservatives. So you sort of have to do something with it. Man, I have grapevines on this property, grape trees that are the grapes are fantastic, and that's what I'm going to do this summer. I'll make a grape soda. Now, I have some light brown sugar, and light brown sugar really doesn't get eaten up by the yeast very well. It doesn't, but I want to get rid of it, so I'm going to use at least half of this, so probably about a cup, something like that. And then I'm going to add some just regular sugar, Domino sugar, and this stuff really gets eaten up by the yeast. So I'm going to put about a cup in, something like that.
I don't like it real sweet, so I'm gonna add water too. I'm gonna water this down a whole lot. So I'm gonna add, I guess, about a gallon of water. We'll save that. I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar. I'm gonna get rid of this. I hate light brown sugar. Who would want that? Why would you sell this? Make dark brown sugar, the light brown sugar. You might as well be, you know, using this. I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar. Okay, that's it. I'm waiting for Luna. I haven't seen Luna. I haven't seen it. Well, I've seen her on video. Her mom sent me videos, but I haven't seen Luna in a long time. Hasn't been that long. It's pretty exciting. She's really cute. This I'm just gonna boil it up. Make sure that the syrup it turns, you know, everything's melted. Stir it occasionally. Half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Not real long. There's no spices in it. There's no nothing. It's just grape juice, the orange. Maybe I'll do it for an hour because those oranges are in there. An hour, something like that. I can't think of anything else I'd want to put in it. I could put some sassafras in it. No. I can't. Cinnamon? No. Just grapes. Just grapes. Changed my mind. I'm putting all the water in. Whole gallon. There you go. I want it sort of light. I don't like a sweet drink. I don't. Not if I'm making it.